Do you ever wonder how so many children are trafficked here, where we live and raise our families, where Little League games are played on summer nights and church bells still ring on Sunday mornings? Let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever needed help and didn't know where to turn? Have you ever wanted to be a part of something but didn't feel you belonged? Have you ever had a hard time paying for something you needed? Something you really needed? To some extent, these experiences are common to all of us. Now picture yourself in these situations without anyone or any place to turn. Now, suppose you are just a child. Have you heard the expression, a drowning person will grab a hold of anything? Allow me to paint a picture for you. Imagine you live in a very dark world. You've endured many hard things. You're only 15. But life for you has never been stable. You were being molested by your mom's boyfriend, so when you were 12, you ran away. The police found you and took you home, but believed your mom when she said that you just didn't want to follow her rules. When you were 14, you got sent to foster care. You're out of foster care and back home now, but it's not safe. Your mom and her boyfriend are drunk every day. You don't know where your father lives or his phone number to call him to help. You spend most of your time online in your room, especially when they start fighting. Recently, you met someone online. He told you how pretty you are about 20 times and you can hardly wait for your next message. Today, he told you he thinks he's falling in love with you. He talked you into sending a new photo, which you instantly regretted doing, but it was too late. And he's so nice anyway. He wouldn't show anyone. Now your online friend has been talking about taking care of you. He wants to be your new family and how your heart longs for that. Finally it happened. You got to meet your man in person. When you were hungry, he brought you your favorite pizza. When he pulled up in his fancy car, you couldn't believe it. He gave you some money and kissed you. He told you he loves you and wants you to live with him. He says he wants to marry you. He's older, but he's so handsome. Little time passes and he does more than bring food now. He picks you up and buys you nice clothes and you're having sex with him. You're sure that you're going to marry him anyway, so it's all right. He says he'll love you forever. This time when your mom's boyfriend beats up both of you, you called your boyfriend and he took you home. At last, it's so exciting to have your own place and to be in love. It's beginning to feel like all your dreams are coming true. Yesterday, he had a friend over and after talking you into taking drugs, he asked you to have sex with his friend. You didn't want to, but you did, and you felt awful afterwards. Tonight, he hit you for complaining. That's never happened before. He says he's so sorry for hitting you. He says money is tight and he was just stressed. He says you need to help pay the bills, but you don't have an ID or a car to get a job. He says he knows how you can make a lot of money, and you owe him anyway. He says you have to pay for the drugs, clothes, and food. You love him, so of course you want to help. Now you have to have sex with anyone he says, and if they complain, he hits you hard. He says he's the only one who'll ever love you, no matter how you look or how bad a person you are. He told you you were ugly and skinny again, but this time when you cried, he said he was sorry and bought you a new dress. He says you gotta look pretty 'cause you're his lady, and you'll make more money if you dress sexy. Yesterday, he took you to get a tattoo of his name. He said he wanted the world to see that you are his, and that made you feel so special. Now he takes you to have sex with lots of men, and he's got another girl living with you. He makes both of you do whatever he says. He says you'll always be his number one. You know this is just until things with money get better. If you work hard, you're sure that you can make enough to pay him back for all the nice things he's done for you. Of course, he keeps all the money, but says after you pay him back, he'll start saving for your wedding. He can't wait to marry you when you turn 18.